Good evening, everyone. Welcome to JIGS TV. This is our last episode before Christmas, and in these episodes we have a special game for you to find the hidden Christmas trees. So after this episode, you can write us an email how many you found. In the international Go scene, the World Women Championship has finished. Unfortunately, the European players got eliminated. Manya lost to Wu Wenting from Taiwan, and Dina lost to Kim Ji-soo from Korea. And the championship was won by Yen Yuying, and I am happy for her, as this is a girl who I know from the Gyu Hong Academy in Beijing. There is also one more tournament, Nie Weiping Cup. It is a tournament for Japanese, Chinese, and Korean teams. In each team, there are three senior male players and one female. So here we can see the Japanese team playing online, of course, with the Chinese team, and it is from Japan Takemiya Masaki, Yamashita Keigo, Konorin, and Ueno facing Nie Weiping, Chang Hao, Gu Li, and Wu Yiming. And from Korea there is Cho Hun-hyun, Lee Chang-ho, Yoon Jin-sang, and Lee Yu-jin. And this is the first round. The next rounds will be played in the next days. In Japan, there was the last game of the Tengen title match. So as you know, Iyama Yuta for the last years has been the strongest, the top player in Japan, and there were times when he held all the 7 major titles. And this time there are some new young players appearing, and Ichiriki Ryo managed to win the fifth game of the best of 5 match. Let's look at this game, because I think it's a nice game. If you like to watch professional games but sometimes they are too complicated, I think this game is interesting but not too complicated. It started with this Joseki with a ladder, and Black would like to find the ladder breaker, but it seems that just a move like this, it's too boring. So Black attaches, and White answers in a very careful manner to not give Black stones which will break the ladder. After Black finally got the stone breaking the ladder, White just takes, and then the game continues. And I think the next interesting moment in this game was when White played the shoulder hit to reduce Black's area. And Black, what is the next move of Black? Black found this interesting Kosumi. So Black just goes for points. Very, very creative answer of Black. Later in this game, Yama was attacking pretty fiercely. I don't know, maybe he felt he's a little behind. So he went for that cut, but it didn't finish well for White, as the group of White on the top has died, and then Yama resigned. So congratulations for Ichiriki. And then Chinese League A, there is the final knockout stage. Here you can see Chinese players playing, some of them playing on the real board, some of them playing online, because in each team, almost each team of the Chinese League A, there is one player from abroad, and they couldn't come to play face to face. So here you can see Chinese players, here 2 Korean players. It's nice to see them, 2 top players in the world playing right next to each other. And by the way, their teams of Park Jong-kwan and Shin Jin-so, their teams were top 2 in the league stage. So now they had the best drawings in the brackets, but both of their teams lost in the semifinals. And the final will be played by Team Jiangxi, where the player from abroad is Pyeong Sang-il, and Team Zhejiao Mountain and Sea Elephant, where the player from abroad is Shibano Toramaru. So here you can see how a Japanese is playing an online tournament. I think it's a nice picture. The traditional way of sitting and a laptop. And what more? In that semi-final, Shin Jin-so was playing Xu Jiayang, and Shin Jin-so lost that game. So again, let's look at the board. How did the I think in this game there was a very interesting end game. So this move Shin Jin-so found, and how should white answer? It threatens that it connects either here or there. So white found this answer, the best answer, but still black made some profit. Black made this Hane connect in center. So this was a nice profit, but a few moves later, white found a Tesuji in black's shape, and thanks to that Tesuji, white in the end won the game. How can black answer if, I mean, there is a threat that white cuts off these stones, or at least connects like this. So in the game, black played from here, but then white cuts, and yeah, black went down. Why? If black just attaries, white creates a ko, and it is really a ko. Black cannot atari from here because of a damezumari, shortage of liberties from both sides. So black answered here, and then white made a small profit by playing n1, and this was enough to win the game. Very interesting endgame Tesujis. In Korea, meanwhile, there was a clash of titans in the Korean Baduk League. Park Jong-hwan played Shin Jin-so, and finally Park Jong-hwan won. You remember that he was having a super match with Shin Jin-so, and Shin Jin-so won 7-0. But here Park Jong-hwan finally managed to win the game. And here you can see the actual game. A very interesting Moyo strategy by Shin Jin-so, but the group in the bottom has died, and it was enough for white. Anyway, the team of Shin Jin-so won 4-1, but this loss means that Shin Jin-so won't manage to have over 90% win rate in the end of this year. You remember that this was a big thing, that maybe Shin Jin-so is the first one in the history who manages this and beats Lee Chang-ho's record, but after losing to Xu Jiayang and now to Park Jong-hwan, Shin Jin-so will not manage. This is the table of the Korean Baduk League, and the Team Korea prize information is unbeaten so far, but it is not a team neither of Park Jong-hwan nor of Shin Jin-so. Another news from Korea is the final of female Kisung. In that final, Chae-jong won 2-0 against Kim Chae-young. This game I found really nice to watch. Wait, it is not this game, this is the previous one, so let's go back. This game, it had a funny opening, almost like a mirror gun, similar shapes, but then black went into white's area, and at one point the ko was created, and this ko shattered the board. In the end, after this ko, white, like the course of the game has changed. White built a group on the right side and black invaded the left side, and I thought that it looks super dangerous for white, but in the end it is black who died on the left side, and Kim Chae-young resigned. So congratulations to Chae-jong. By the way, it is the third win in a row of Chae-jong in this tournament. So congratulations. All right. Taiwan. In Taiwan, you remember that Xu Haohong a few weeks ago lost against Lin Junyuan in the Meijin, in the Mingren, in the Mingren title match. But now Xu Haohong is striking back and winning all the other titles, everything possible. So first of all, he got his revenge against Lin Junyuan in the Zhonghuan Qisheng title. How was the game? It started with this a bit complicated Joseki, but in the end the shape has just settled like this. And later there was a tense fight in the center of the board. I think, starting with this cut of white, and I think white found a pretty nice move here to settle the shape, but somehow this move looks like if it is activating the agi of these three stones, but in fact neither of the players was really interested in saving or in killing these three stones, because yes, they are cutting stones, but they are cutting two living groups or two strong groups, so not that important. In the end, Xu Haohong had more points and won, so he has a title of Zhonghuan Qisheng. Then the other title is the Guoshou title, national player, where he faced Chen Qirwei. And this game started with an interesting strategy of black, a Moyo strategy. But then white invaded, and after some moves, white just created a group in the middle too easily. And it was move 98 where black realized he doesn't have enough points and resigned. It is a very early resignation, so it seems that Xu Haohong just dominated this game. Okay, then there is another title, UMC Cup, the first UMC Cup. There is no Xu Haohong in the final, but Wang Yuanjun playing Lin Junyuan, and Lin Junyuan beat Xu Haohong in the semi-final. This is a blitz tournament or a fast games tournament. I know there is a Byoyomi of 30 seconds, and not sure if there is the main time. And in this game, Lin Junyuan employed an interesting strategy, because from the very beginning he went for points. Wait, it is not this game, it is this game. San, and then immediately a San invasion, and then another San, and not letting the opponent to make any big Moyo. I think I have the colors switched on the slide. I am sorry for that. Lin Junyuan is playing black, and Wang Yuanjun is playing white. Of course, Lin Junyuan was the one with the interesting San strategy. But after he plays the fourth San, Wang Yuanjun decides to just take points, so black doesn't have four corners. And then it was a long, difficult game with no fights. It was just a struggle in the middle of the board, and in the end the big territories are created, and black takes that last stone and the final ko starts, and white, which is Wang Yuanjun, wins the ko and wins the game by half a point. And the first game of the final, Wang Yuanjun also won by half a point. So he won the UMC Cup, but both games were super close. And then there is also the T1 title match ongoing, and there Xu Haohong is playing Wang Yuanjun. This title is played in a format best of 7, a very important tournament. Qi Wang is meaning the king of Go. So who will be the king? So far it seems that Xu Haohong has a good chance. In the third game, because the first two games we talked about already previous week. In the third game, there was this interesting box of black, which white decided to reduce with a shoulder hit. And then, what can black do? How to attack this stone? So black thought, well, it's not really possible to attack it, so black just accepted and started playing elsewhere. And later, white built a shape, and black tried to attack white. And maybe the game was the most tense when black cut white groups here, but it wasn't really successful. In the end, white managed all the groups, nothing died, and Wang Yuanjun resigned. And then their fourth game, Wang Yuanjun was white, and this game, oof, this is a very complicated one. It started with a big fight, and now white tried to enclose black. This sequence follows, white cuts, black plays the double Atari, but then black doesn't have time to take these two stones because there are much more important things happening on the left side. So the left side settled a bit, and then finally black managed to take the two stones. But what is with the group on the left? It can be killed, no? It is how to kill this group. Just this thing already kills it. And why didn't white kill it? Because white is too busy. Because the right side now can become a huge moy of black. These groups are too thin. So now white was managing these groups. But then black managed to, black managed to make life with the group on the left. How is it? Doesn't this move kill? I think, I'm sorry, I think already with this Tsumega I missed the fact that here A1 of black is a center for creating something in the corner, or no? How to? I think this, no? I hope you can read this Tsumega faster than me. But yeah, black lived, and then another fight happened. There was white trying to live in the corner. Black found this R1 move to not give white an unconditional life. So in the end, it finished as a ko, but white didn't care about that. I mean, now black can start the ko. If white wants, white can continue like this, and this would be a double ko. But white doesn't want to play here, and black neither, because there are again very important things happening on the left side. So again, players were super busy doing other stuff. After some time, black breaks into the center, but white cuts off these stones. And then black was trying to manage this group, and black managed. Black made a call against white's group, and then white resigned because black has conference. Okay, so this is it about this game. A very complicated game. In Europe, the European Pro League is ongoing. I think I forgot to hide the board. I am sorry. The European Pro League. Every player played 2 matches up to now. The player Ali and Andri is not put into the bracket into the table yet, and Ilya Shikshin is the only one without a loss. So let's support our favorite professional players. Let's watch the games each weekend. On Saturday, Sunday, they are playing, and the other professionals are commenting. And later you can see that there are also AI Sensei reviews. The Czech Championship has finished, and Lukáš Podpera won all the 7 games in the league. And also the Romanian Championship has finished, but I will not talk more about it because both with Lukáš Podpera and with the Romanian champion, who is, I will not announce yet, we will see both of them in the interviews section. And the final stage of the European Women Championship has finished. I think all the games were played, also for the places from 5th to 8th. And in the Women Championship, the upset is that the champion from the previous year, Ariane Huguer, didn't go into the finals. She was eliminated by Dina Burdakova in the quarterfinal. Then Dina was stopped by Natalia Kowaliova and took the third place. Dina took the third place, beating Isabel Dolne in that match. And the final match was between Natalia Kowaliova and Mania Martz. It was best of 3, and Natalia won 2-0. And by the way, Natalia becomes the champion for the 5th time, and it is the record. Rita Poczaj from Hungary won the title 4 times, and Natalia, it is her 5th time. Her first time was in 2007, then 2013, 16, 18, now 2020. Congratulations. And another news is the JIGS Mass Camp. Our Christmas and New Year camp is online. It is happening. There are many participants, a beginner group, a Q players group, a Dan group, and we meet on Discord. I am also one of the teachers, and I think we are really trying hard, and I hope managing to create an atmosphere of almost a face-to-face camp, because we are using the cameras, and even during the games or while solving life and death problems. All right, let's move to the interviews. So first of all, the Romanian champion is Denis Dobranic, a young player. Let's see what he has to tell us about the championship.
Hello everybody! Today it's a very special day because we are talking today to Denis Dobranic. He is now the current Romanian champion. So first of all, congratulations to you.
Thank you. Hello, and thank you.
I think this is super spectacular because in Romania there are so many strong players, and now even somebody below 18 managed to actually win the championship. So how does it come? Where are all the 6 dans from Romania?
There were some that didn't play, but there were also some 5 dan also. Yeah, and I beat them actually. Yeah.
And we reported already before that there were a kind of group stage, and then at the end there were 2 people with the same number of wins, which were actually you and Elian.
Yeah, actually I lost my first game. It was against the 2 dan. Actually I was ahead, but I accidentally played the wrong move, and because I wanted to finish early. I wanted to finish that game. I was ahead like 20 points, and I did a mistake, and actually I lost it. I lost the game. Yeah, it was my mistake. Yeah, but.
Yeah, but then you also won against Elian, and that's why you at the end had to play final matches. Only the 2 of you and best of 3. Is that correct?
Yeah. So
and the first game you were able to win.
First game, you're talking about the best of 3, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I managed to win it. The games were very, very hard for me, but yeah, I managed to win. And then it's very strong, and it was hard.
And the second game, you also win.
Yeah.
So what does it mean to win Romanian championship? Is there a lot of US dollar prize money, or how does it work?
Actually, I don't think there is a lot of money, but I think there is a little bit of money. It's not that much, but there is some money.
But probably it means more than only money, because I guess it also means you can participate at KPMC and also for Amateur World Championship now.
Yeah, I think that is important now, not the money. It's important
so you are going to train hard in order to make a good result there.
It's too much. No, it's not too much. It's a very important competition, and I represent my country, so I will try my best to do.
So how many hours each week do you study Go?
At least 7, I think. It depends on the weeks. Also, I have school and some weeks there I have very hard weeks, so I cannot really train that much in those weeks. But so yeah, there are also easy weeks, and I train a lot more.
Thank you very much for the interview, Dennis, and good luck in your future tournaments.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Congratulations, Dennis. I wish you all the best in your Go career in the future. I hope you now you start to beat strongest European players, international players, after becoming the Romanian champion. And now we have an interview with the Czech champion and also the organizer of the Corona Cup.
Hello, today we talk to Lukáš Podpara, who was so busy the last weeks. Hello, Lukáš.
Hey.
I guess you were so busy because you were organizing the Corona Cup.
Yeah, that's true as well, but I was also participating in some online tournaments, and one of them was Czech Championship, which was played online this year.
Yeah, and you won, which you actually already explained.
Yeah, I won the Czech Championship for the fourth time already, and but what's interesting, I have never managed to win 2 years in a row, and last year I was also not a champion, so far it's 2013, 16, 18, and 20.
So maybe you should organize more online tournaments, because it seems it doesn't distract you too much from winning a Czech championship.
Well, maybe as well, but actually Czech Championship was also pretty long. Like we played like 2 games per week, so it basically lasted for 4 weeks because we played 7 games because the tournament is 8 people round robin.
Okay, so the main purpose of this interview today is actually to know a little bit more about how to organize such an online tournament. So how many participants have been there?
You mean Corona Cup now or Czech Championship? Corona Cup. Yeah, in Corona Cup we had 400 participants in the end. Like originally it was a bit less, but I wanted to have some symbolic number again because the first edition in spring was 361, which is the same number as the number of intersections on the board, right? And so this time I felt like 400 would be symbolic. So in the end, I also asked some of my, let's say, relatives and also friends to play like 1 or 2 rounds. So in the end, we reached 400 of participants.
So a little bit trick. So, okay, why not? Okay, and what is actually, so how many hours did you spend in organizing? What would you guess altogether?
How many hours did I spend on organizing? That's a good question. It's a lot. Like it was definitely a lot at the start of the tournament. Then it was usually quite a lot to like check if all the results are fine. Also like answering all of the emails with all of the questions and troubles the participants had. So this was probably the main job, let's say. So this time I actually learned a lesson from the spring edition. So in the end, I decided to have quite a bigger team of helping people than last time. So yeah, so we could share the work somehow. So if I would be alone, I think I would have no chance to organize such an event. Basically, I had like, of course, my main support was my girlfriend Adriana. Like she helped me a lot with counting all of the money and also prepare the pairing sheets and so on. Like and then I had like 2 more Czech guys who were helping me also with promotion and also getting all the results and so on. I had also anti-cheating team, and which were anti-Tormanent and So Young. So they actually did most of the job for checking the games. If someone didn't. Actually, not that much. Like I expected that there will be more problems than in fact it happened. Like there were some troubles, there were definitely some suspicious games, but there were not that many problems as I expected. So I think these are all the people So in total, I think I had like 5 more people who were mostly helping me to organize everything. And then of course we had a appeals committee, which also did their job if it was necessary.
Mm-hmm. And who was finally the winner of the tournament?
Finally, the winner was the famous JIGS teacher Kim Young-sam, same as in the spring edition. He was probably the main favorite. But wait, maybe this time, like last time, he was a clear favorite. Maybe not this time because there was another Korean player playing, Kim Song-jin. But in the end, he finished sixth place. So actually, Young-sam was the clear winner of the tournament.
Okay. And is there something else? What would you say was very interesting to tell?
What was also interesting that two European professionals participated. In the end, Artem finished on second place and Ilya finished on third place. And yeah, I was actually hoping that maybe more EGF pros might participate, but I was even happy for these two. And yeah, it was. I actually took as a success that I finished just behind them on the fourth place. It was actually one of the better results. And what else would be interesting to say? I don't know. Maybe just it was the biggest ever European tournament besides European Go Congress.
Yes, I think this is a very important feature. So, do you think you will have a third edition of Corona Cup? I know you don't like it much because you only do it when there's a lockdown, but will there be a third one?
That's a good question, and there were already many people asking this question. And I would say that if the pandemic lasts longer, then there is a good chance there will be a next edition also in the springtime again. But I would be happier that if this tournament ever happens again, it will not hold this name anymore.
So let's hope to not have the tournament again. But if we have the tournament again, then I'm very much looking forward to participate again. Although each Corona Cup, I have a very bad result. Okay. Thank you very much, Lukáš, and have a nice evening.
Yeah, thank you for the interview. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Lukáš. Congratulations for organizing such a big tournament. Congratulations to the winners. We move on to the Tsumego part of our stream. And the big news is that we have the first winner. Jan Opawski managed to collect 75 points. So he will get a prize and then his score will be down to 0 again and he can start collecting points again. Congratulations, Jan. I think in the single-digit Q category, the second problem was very sneaky. There was a call, and many participants didn't find it, so they got 1 point instead of 3 for the full solution. And we have new problems. So good luck with them, and I hope that soon we will have another participants who, just as Jan, will win the prizes. Advertisements today. Well, first of all, I would like to remind all of you about the online tournament End Polio Now, which is happening in January, and also that if you participate in that tournament, then please take part in our tombola for the participants. The tombola will be held before the tournament, and the winner will get a wine, if I remember correctly. The other advertisement is that in a few days, from Friday, there will be a tournament in Niš. I have just read about it, and it will be held face to face. But for the players who cannot come, there also will be a round online. The first round of the tournament on Friday, the exhibition round, will be played online. We have a Go piece of the week. This is Xieimin. She's a cosplayer. I don't know how to say. Xieimin is one of the top Japanese female players. A few years ago, she won female Meijin, female Kisei, and female Honimbo titles. And that's it for today. This is our last episode before Christmas. So again, I would like to remind you that in this episode and in the previous 3 episodes, we had Christmas trees hidden here and there. And if you find them and tell us correctly where they were, and tell us by email where you found them, you can get a very nice prize. And I think in the previous episodes the trees were hidden in a bit more obvious manner than today. Today we have nicer trees because we are closer to them, to the actual Christmas. So for now, that's it, and Merry Christmas to everyone watching. Have a good time and see you next Monday after Christmas. That's it for today, and goodbye.